What's up, YouTube? Spook Show Lucky here, coming at you with another horrortainment video. Guys, I have a bunch of stuff to show you, so I'm going to try to do this quick. I've gotten a lot of new items in recently. We took our trip to Texas. If you saw my last video, we went to the gas station. We also went to the bridge where they filmed part 2. You can see the clip here. Alright guys, so I decided to go ahead and clip this in, but this is the bridge from part 2 where the two guys are driving. And of course, Leatherface pops up with dead Hitch, you know, or Nubbins, and pops up and starts cutting the car in half and going over the bridge. So this is the bridge from the scene from part 2, and we showed you guys the scene from the original. So really excited to be here. This bridge is really cool. They got a bunch of logs here all across the bridge, and this is what it looks like, guys. We're here. And that was a lot of fun. So while we were out in Texas, I picked up a few things from there. At the gas station, they actually have a huge merch shop, which is what I showed you. I didn't buy much from there. I got a few t-shirts and a nice hoodie. But one of the things I did buy was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre lunchbox. Who will survive and what will be left of them? This is the original. They can't get these very often. They were saying that they're pretty limited runs and they're a little harder to get. This even comes with the thermos, so that's cool. And we put that in the box, and that was one of the things that I picked up there. Like I said, guys, I didn't get a whole lot from the actual gas station, but I do have a lot to show you, so I'm going to kind of rush through some of this. While we were there too, we stopped by a local Hot Topic. They have these horror mystery boxes there. If you haven't seen these, they're kind of expensive, but what you get is a Beetlejuice plush doll from Funko. You also get a Friday the 13th. It says mystery minis, but it's all the same Jason. And then you get number 623 Funko Pop. This is the Leatherface with the Pretty Woman mask. That's what they call it. Pretty Woman mask. It looks really good. The back of it's cool. I was excited to get that. If you guys watch my channel, you know that that's my favorite stuff. Also at Hot Topic, they had some more plush dolls. I decided to get these. These guys were actually a little bit more expensive than I thought they were going to be, or thought that they should have been. But here's Audrey. And these are exclusives to Hot Topic. They've got them in there right now. And this is also a Chucky Funko plush, which is kind of cool. He has kind of a hard base here, so you can actually stand him up and he'll stand up. And these are a little larger than the other plush dolls that you guys have seen on the videos. Today I was out shopping around. I also went by Best Buy. I found a steelbook of A Quiet Place, just released. It says only at Best Buy. It's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's real quiet. So it's a good movie. It has a lot of jump scares. And then also they had A Nightmare Before Christmas on steelbook. Decided to go ahead and get that one. This is a glow in the dark. I also had to go, I know you guys have seen my videos. I own a haunted house. While we were out there, we went to our spirit store. I've seen everybody trying to get their hands on these. The guy that I talked to, the manager, because I deal with him a lot there, obviously buying props and things for the haunted house and makeup and whatnot. They only got 2 of the new Michael Myers masks. So he actually had set one back for me because he knew that I had asked about it. I was like, hey man, are you getting them in anytime soon? And yeah, he actually put it back for me. It looks better in person than the videos and the pictures that I've been seeing online. I would like to send this off and get it redone. But, you know, I might do that in the future, or I might just go ahead and stick it out for display now. And, man, I've said this so many times, and I want to make this kind of a short video and not drag it on, but one of the things that bothers me is still, and I've made this rant maybe 3 times on videos already, people trashing Trick or Treat Studios. Now, somebody said that they were false advertising and saying that they were using different masks than what was actually on the production line to show as their demo mask of like, hey, this is what you're gonna get, and then it comes out looking completely different. I don't know. I didn't do a lot of research into that. I didn't really go on their website and look real hard. I knew that it was a new Michael Myers mask from the new movie, and of course I wanted it, and it's 60 bucks. But the guy was just trashing Trick or Treat Studios, saying how they're running the industry. You know, these are $60 masks, guys, not $600 masks. If you want a $600 mask, go find a mask maker that's making them and pay him $600 to get it exactly recreated. You know, they're a mass production company, and paying $60 for this mask and then turning around and go and sending it off and getting it done for $150 redone to be more screen accurate, it's win-win to me, in my opinion. So people bitching about Trick or Treat Studios, it always amazes me. It's like, what do you expect to get? It's like the difference between buying a Toyota and a Lexus. You know, that extra money, you know where it goes. So when you have somebody that's crafting masks, mask makers that are doing this, you know, all the time and making blanks and then destroying them after a certain amount of copies, you know what you're getting. These people mass produce these. So, I don't know, it just blows my mind how many people bitch about that and just complain and whatnot. But anyway, moving on, we went to Target today, and I found this pretty cool little Frankenstein Classic Monsters toy. And these are Megos. And yeah, they just kind of look cool. It's a 14-point articulation. We had actually found one of these that was a Jimi Hendrix that I bought for my wife, and she got that one. Hey. Hey. She got that one the other day, so when I passed those up, they're really cool little dolls. Also, while we're in Texas, guys, and I'm going to find the name of the artists and try to make another video about these guys later. But when we were in Texas, we came across this little comic book shop. And we went in there because it was a comic book / toy store kind of mall thing. And the toy store had a lot of cool horror toys. I couldn't get the guy to be reasonable on his prices. But anyway, the comic book shop, they worked a little better deal on these art prints. Now, these artists, they are badass. So I'm going to show you the prints that we picked up so you guys can see what we got. But I love the way they did these prints. And you can see these are quite large. So there is a Pennywise print. And it just looks cool, like the way they detailed them out, and kind of almost a watercolor style, but kind of sketchy. Here is a Captain Spaulding. Here is a new Pennywise print. And I'm going to frame all of these. That's why I haven't done anything with them. My favorite author of all time and poet is Edgar Allan Poe, so I had to pick this one up. And this is a different artist than the first couple prints that I just showed you. But that's one of his prints. This one I got for my wife because this is her absolute favorite movie. And this is a Lost Boys print. Then I found the classic horror prints. So you can see you got your Dracula, your Creature, Wolfman and Mummy, I believe. Yep. This might be her favorite movie. I don't know which one.
What? Between what and what?
Jaws and Lost Boys.
Oh God, that's hard. I don't know.
I found this from one of my favorite horror movies, Clockwork Orange print. These artists actually do just a phenomenal job, and they had tons of prints in there. A lot of it was horror, some of it was Marvel, different things. So I've got his contact information, and I'm gonna try to set something up with getting him into my comic book store that we just opened. And there's a Chucky print. So those were the art prints that we got. I thought that those were fantastic. I really enjoyed those, and definitely am gonna set up and try to contact those guys in the future. Also, we went by FYE in the mall, and I've showed you my pictures that I have hanging up before. 1 second, I'll re-show you just to refresh your memory. So these are wooden panel prints. I've got the Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play 3, and Friday the 13th. So they only did a limited run on those. I only found the 4 that I bought. I don't think that they had any more last year during Halloween time and when they put out their horror stuff. But I really like these. I like the way they hang. They look really good. They're awesome. I went back in there today and I found some more actually. So these are the ones that I picked up today. They have a new Halloween, the Resurrection. and it's another set of 4 as well. Then they have the new Pennywise. Well, it's actually the old Pennywise, but it's new design for them. And they have Friday the 13th. I really like this one. I like it better than the other Friday the 13th. So I might swap a few of these out and then find places to hang stuff. And then they have a Nightmare on Elm Street. Now this is the new Freddy, but it's still really cool artwork on that. So, guys, that is about everything that I believe that I ended up with. There's probably some other stuff that I haven't been able to show you. Oh, one last thing. I had a guy custom make this for me. I didn't get to show this off or make a video on it, but I will go ahead and show you. It is the Nightmare on Elm Street telephone. He did a pretty good job. I really enjoy it. You can see, and the tongue moves around. So, yeah, he did a good job on this. It was just a guy on one of the swap sites that I found. He paints it to try to make it look pretty much like the original phone, and he did a good job. Burns the end of the phone there. It looks really cool. Didn't get to make a video on that, but you know, it's just been real busy, guys. The haunted house that we have is opening tomorrow, so we've just been go. And it does take a little while to record, edit, and get these videos to you guys for your viewing pleasure. So we just haven't had much time to do so. But we do appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I wish I could get a little more intimate with some of these pieces because they all are really cool in their own way. But next time, as soon as I get some more stuff in, we would try to take it a little slower and not maybe get so much at one time. But like I said, guys, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time.